All right, let's get this show on the road. Let's get it on the road. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Y'all should know who I am by now, but if you don't, my name is Ahmad Goins, also known as Mod G, the producer, COO and CEO and founder of G1 Productions, where we specialize in commercial advertisement, doing a lot of business marketing, video marketing for businesses, and then also making sure that we can help identify your brand and also bring your story to life, which is why we're here partially today, because my mom has a story she wants to share. And I didn't see no other way for us to do this but to get on Facebook Live, one of the biggest platforms in the world, and for her to share that story. And so I'm glad that you're here. Before we move any further, if you could do me a couple of favors. First of all, leave some comments in here. Let everybody know where you're from. You know, if you're from Aberdeen, North Carolina, like our local area, let us know where you're from. If you're from out of state, you know, you're my mom's friend, just type in the chat box or the comment box where you're from. We want to know, okay? Secondly, if you can like and share, you know, the routine about sharing video. If you can like and share this video to some of your family and friends, I think they would really be encouraged by our time together, and for them hearing my mom's story and how she beat cancer twice, not once, but twice. And I want to send a shout out and send love out to all the cancer survivors out there. Thank you so much. God bless you. We're so glad that you made it through. For those who have lost loved ones due to cancer, cancer sucks, you know, but God speed to you, and our condolences as well. And I know that death is not an easy thing to cope with, especially when it comes from a sickness that we don't expect to have. So shouts out to you guys and the survivors, cancer survivors. We really sending prayers out to you to stay strong, stay in the fight, stay in the race, and continue to beat that little ill thing called cancer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like, share, comment on this video, get some engagement going. And I'm not gonna hold you long, but I do want to just share a little piece of inspiration for you. So many of you don't know my story, but it's soon to come. Me and my mom have a history, and it's not everything hadn't been peaches and cream. I was the troubled child. I gave my mama a lot of hell growing up, from just disrespectful, just, you know, saying things and having like a lot of anger and wrath, you know, due to a lack of a lot of things in my life, lack of validation, lack of affirmation, you know, not really understanding how to be a boy to a man, not having that role model, that real model, that father figure in my life to really help lead and guide and direct. My mom was so strong. She raised 3 amazing boys. Shout out to my brothers, Brandon Goins, my brother Tajari Goins, and just she raised us to be the men we are today, to have a strong backbone, to have a strong fortitude, to stand on what we believe without being shaken. And so my mom has taught me and instilled a lot in me, and I find so many ways to give back to her. At least I try to, as much as I can, because she helped me get to the place that I am right now. When I say she helped me, she didn't just, you know, come on son, like, nah, it was a lot of lessons that I didn't like, that later on down the road I understood. And to anybody watching out there, if you still have your parents still living, if they're still alive, man, look, just check on them, you know, do a better job at checking on them. You may call them once a month, try to call them once a week, you know what I mean? Make progress, because we don't get our parents back, okay? I could have easily, the Lord could have allowed cancer to take my mom, but he didn't. And so I'm grateful for that. And so, man, be good to your parents, be good to your children. It's a lot of lessons that my mom showed me and taught me as a son, that I'm now able to turn back around and to teach and show my children different things, and just a different way and a different perspective on life. All right, so that's my little spiel. I love you, Mom. Thank you so much for raising a son like me, as stubborn as I am, as difficult as I am. You put up with my mess, and so now I got a chance to put up with 7 other kids and their mess, and so I'm grateful for that. So anyway, I'm rambling. I hope you guys have shared where you're from. I hope you have you know, commented and shared this video. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. This is my mom's story. This is the documentary, and it is shot and edited, produced by none other than my boy Israel Settles, we call him True around here, with Exhale Films. Thank you, True, so much for doing this for me. G1 Productions for doing this for my mom. We thank you so much. Exhale Films is his name if you guys want to follow him. He's on Facebook and Instagram. Great videographer, great partner. We do a lot of shoots together, and so I believe in showing love and giving support back. So shout out to True, Exhale Films, and I really appreciate you, bro. So without further ado, I'm gonna quit yapping and quit talking. Hope you guys enjoy this documentary from my mom, my mother, and her friends, and just everybody that's been a part of this whole thing. So love you, Mom. Love you so much. And it's my G. I'm out of here.
It was in 2020 that I did a video and let you all know that I had stage 1 cancer, breast cancer, in 2020 during the midst of the pandemic. So God delivered me out of that December 31st of 2021 because I refused to die and refused to carry that over into the next year. So again, here we are again in February of this year. I noticed I had like a little knot behind my ear, and after a month or so, it began to be tender to the touch. February 2022, so here we are 2 years later. I noticed it began to be tender to the touch, and I said, well, you know, let me check this out, because how I found the knot or the lump in my breast is because I was doing a check. So I can also title this too, Check Your Body. And I said, yo. I noticed the knot behind my ear, my earlobe, my lower earlobe. And, you know, with me having a history of breast cancer, I decided that I'm gonna get this checked out because I didn't know what it was. It wasn't painful, but it was just tender to the touch. It was a knot that felt like a little pea. So it went on, and then it started to grow. And I said, let me really go get this checked out, because I was waiting to see what was going on. So in April 11th to be exact, I went into the hospital. One of my friends, my good friends, took me to the hospital, and I had a biopsy. It took a couple of weeks for the biopsy to come back. The pathologist got it back at the hospital, and they could not tell what it was. They did a biopsy, they did an ultrasound, but they couldn't tell what it was. And so it took a couple of weeks, and of course me being a little anxious, and my anxiety was at its highest, and I'm like, okay, Lord, what's going on with this? Why haven't I got, you know, these results back? So I got a call from the doctor 2 weeks later saying that we can't tell what it is. We know that it's something there. It's about 2 centimeters in size, and we need to send it to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. And they did. And I had to go in to an ear, nose, and throat doctor with the diagnosis of carcinoma of the salivary gland. Anybody know when they say carcinoma, that's also cancer. So here we are again. And I'm saying, okay, Lord, you healed me, you delivered me through the physician in 2020. Now here we go again. Some of the same type of emotions that I had, you know, fearful. I'm like, okay, Lord, I'm surely gonna die this time, because this is the second time around. And I'm going through everything still in Florida, you know, living alone, working, doing my normal day-to-day tasks, you know, trying to live the best way I can. And I'm still saying, Lord, you know, I don't want to die. I want to live, because I still got work to do. So I went into the ear, nose, and throat doctor, and thankfully he said, I've seen this before. He said, I've been in the business for 30 years and I've seen this before. And I said, I've never heard of carcinoma of the salivary glands. So that means it was a mass on the side of my neck that needed to be taken care of. But thanks be to God, because God always, even when I went through the cancer in 2020, God always finds a way to give me the best physicians. And so he told me that he's seen it before, he's seen it over the years, and he said, stay off of Google. Because people go looking at Google and then they, oh, they're gonna die. And I did that. I looked at Google and I was like, where did this come from? And the doctor said to me, he said, this is a rare cancer. People get it. It's very rare. And it was nothing that even came from the breast cancer, because people always say, well, you get breast cancer, they cut you up, all the myths, they cut you open and then it spreads somewhere else. But this did not come from the breast cancer that I had in 2020. So he said, I'm not going to do the surgery. I'm going to send you to one of my good friends that's been doing this for years. I'm going to send you to the specialist in Miami. He said, are you willing to travel? I said, sure, because I was still determined, even this time around, again, not to let cancer take me out. They said that we can do your surgery on May the 24th. Immediately, again, fear gripped me, because May 24th, in 2013, which was 9 years ago, my father passed away from lung cancer. It's been almost 2 weeks. And I told somebody, I said, it's been a week and 3 days. I have a scar from the top of my ear to the middle of my neck. Might not look pretty good, but if you look at the side of my neck, you can see this little, little lump there, because I'm healing. And I'm here. He said I could still resume my normal activities, but I thank God that he did it again, and the cancer is no longer in my body. I have to heal, go through about a 4 to 6 week healing process, but I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live again. Cancer will not kill me. I'm determined that it won't kill me. And the things that I know that I have to do, even we have to look at our health. We have to look at different things that we do, because we only have this one body. We only have this one temple that God gave to us, and we have to take care of it. So I say to you today that no matter what's going on, and you all know my favorite scripture, Romans 8:28, and we know that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord and who are the called according to his purpose.